It's the Ninja Professional Extra Large Food Processor with Auto IQ. So apparently this thing can process your food. It can also whip up your bread dough or baking. Crazy. And it also purees. All right, so I just opened the box and zoom out here a little. So we're gonna yank this out of this box and open it up. I'm so excited. I looked at a few different models. There's a newer version of this, but it didn't have the puree on it. And I also liked, there's something about this part I want to show you. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Okay, I got it up on the counter. Ugh, it was a little heavy. It's not really bad. But anyways, it has a chopping, a puree, dough, and dice. Okay, so it's good for like chopping for salsa, smoothing stuff, one touch dough making, and even mixing. Easy shredding. I'm excited. What else we got here? That looks like it's all French. And this is basically what we read already. So it comes with a few pieces. This is the chopping blade. That is the reversible slicing disc thing, shredding thing. And the dough blade. What do we have here? Get inspired. These classic recipes. That looks pretty yummy. Fried dill pickles with dipping sauce. Ooh. Yum. Looks like they have a YouTube Ninja video. If you want to check that out, you can. This video is not sponsored. I purchased this myself on Amazon. Okay, dokie. There's the user guide. There's the English side. Make sure you read all of the stuff in the book before using. This is my first time opening this, so it's an unboxing video. Here is the blade. You want to be very careful so you don't cut yourself. Now the one thing I learned is with this blade, is it adjustable? I thought this was one that was adjustable. There is a Ninja that is adjustable. So this is just a reversible disc. This side up for slicing. I don't think you can change the slicing levels. I thought you could. Apparently not. On one of them you can. Flip for shredding. So this is the slicing and this is the shredding. Okay. Here is, I guess, the one part you put your thing on. And then here is the dough mixer. That's it for that part. Pull that out. And we have the blender processor itself. So I'm going to pull this all out and then I'll bring you guys back. Set you up here. Can you guys see my garbage can way back there? I have a video on that too if you want to check it out. It's got a sensor, so if you wave in front of it, it opens up, or you can leave it open like that, like I have it open for easy just tossing stuff in. If I can remember, I'll leave the link down below so you can check that video out. I love my garbage can. Like I said, this wasn't the newer version one, and there's a reason why I got this one instead of the newer version. Okay, so the reason why oh my goodness, the suction cups are amazing on this thing. It is stuck to the counter. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say that the suction on these things work really well. So if you're wondering if this machine is going to move around, how do you get it off the counter? Ooh, wow, that is stuck. Goodness. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, we know it sticks down really well. Okay, so it's got suction cups on the bottom. You can see right there. And they work really well. FYI. Okay, anyways, there's the cord. Let's just set that back here. So it's got all these buttons, your power, it's got your low and your high speed and your pulse. This is a one-touch button. This is your chop, your dough, your puree, and your dice for dicing your vegetables. Of course, I'm going to peel these off. It says peel here. Now, this is the part I liked, and this is why I ended up purchasing this particular model, is because you can do single carrots. You really can't see because of the glare. You can do single carrots, you can do cucumbers, or you can do potatoes. So it's got like different slot sizes. So place ingredients inside the smallest possible of all three feed. Anyways, you can, yeah, what the sticker says. Ta-da! So here, you can see this is like you put your carrot inside. I'm going to demonstrate that. It's got some like little grippy ends there. And it's also got like, I guess it's almost like a, yeah, it's a measuring thing. That's kind of neat. So yeah, you can shove your carrots in there, zap them down. You don't have to worry about them falling over and then them cutting sideways. This is the cucumber hole, or if you got something a little bit bigger, then that goes in there. And then this one is your like potato hole, or if you've got like maybe a half a cabbage or something you want to slice up. So yeah, and they all have like the push, what are like little rough parts here. So it helps guide your piece down, and then there's like slicing blades in there. We're gonna check that out. Has a little line up groove here. That's cool. So it's got a locking lid, it looks like. So you have to push the button in to actually be able to turn that. You turn that like that, and you can pull it off. And here is your dicing, slicing, whatever you're needing it for. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still learning, but that is crazy. That blade is like a weapon. And there's your dough blade. And here is the shredder. So of course you'd go and you'd put this on here. It's got a locking thing right here, so you put this on and it can turn it that way till you hear a click and it's locked on. To unlock it, you just turn it. I love my Ninjas. We have this blending Ninja that we had gotten from Costco. I absolutely love it. We use it all the time, and of course I still have to clean it. It's dirty. We make we make drinks out of it and much more. It's an awesome machine. So I figured, well, I was looking for a processor, and I'm going to stick with Ninja because I like Ninja. Again, not sponsored. Ninja, hello, sponsor me. So if you want to use this blade, let me see, how can we rig this up? Okay. So to use this thing, you're going to have to put this inside, and then you put this on top. And this is the slicing side with the blade. And if you want the shredding side, of course you turn it over. And there's your shredding. We're going to demonstrate all of these. And then if you want the dough, you just put the dough one in and slap your lid on. And then this is the chopping one. Basically, to have your unit run when you have your blade inside, the only way this machine will actually run when you have this lid on. Oh, look, it's got a seal. That's cool. All the way around the machine. You click it on. Now, when this is off, your machine actually won't turn on because it says right here, you have to have this thing inside because, of course, all your stuff could fly out. So you have to make sure like your lid is on. I guess this is called a lid. Make sure that's on. Otherwise, it's not going to run. I'm just peeling all these off now. It also has this barcode, so if you want to, if I can focus. So if you want to learn how to work this machine, it'll tell you right there with a quick video that they do have. So I'm just reading through the book, and it says the parts are dishwasher safe, top rack only, but you should not clean with a heated dry cycle. Good to know. Make sure you hand wash your unit before starting to use it. Yeah. So that's the basics. That's the basics anyways. Okay, so I just plugged it in. I'm going to just try with nothing in there, just turning it on. So I just turned it on. You can see the lights go on. I'm just going to try a pulse. So that's a pulse. Low. High. That's incredible. And of course the chop, the dough, the puree, and the dice. So I'm going to unplug this. Well, let's turn it off, unplug it, clean it, and then once I get some vegetables, I'll show you how to chop everything, which it's not very hard. I want to show you how this all works. The other thing I liked about this processor is it actually has a very large, I don't know if you'd call this a tank, but like a storage area for like chopping and stuff. It's a 12 cup, and I think the newer one only goes up to 9. So that was another kind of reason why I picked up the older version. So today we're going to use the food processor on mixing a cake. I'm going to be making, actually it's a bread. It's a banana bread. So I'm going to kind of angle you up here so you can kind of see everything that's going on. Kind of on an angle, I guess. So I'm using this mixer blade. It's like a blending, chopping. This one is for bread dough, pizza dough. Okay, so I'm just gonna put all the ingredients together in this container and then I'm just gonna blend it up. We're gonna see how well it works. So I'm just placing in 2 cups of flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of butter. 3/4 cup of brown sugar. 2 eggs. And about 2 to 3 cups of bananas. Make sure that's all inside the container. So that's that. That's what it all looks like in there. Time to put the lid on. Lock it in place. Plug it in. Get close up so you can see. And then we are going to press. We can either do chop or do puree. This is for like the dough one, so we're not going to do that one. Let's do the puree one. Oh, we got to turn it on. And then we'll just do puree. I just pushed it again to stop. We're going to turn the machine off. And that's how it looks. So now we can scoop it into the containers and we'll have banana bread. That mixed it up so smooth. So I just lined my pan with parchment paper. Wasn't quite sure if I was just going to use one. It looks like I'll probably just use one pan. I might be able to turn this into 2, or should I do it 1? Let's just do 1 big loaf. The other one I'll just take away. I wasn't sure. So I set the oven for 350 Fahrenheit. It is ready to go and we'll look at it in the end, what it looks like. So basically we're just going to bake that for about 60 to 65 minutes. So I just pulled it out of the oven, and if you were wondering the results, this is the banana bread that was blended up in the processor. Food chopper, the Ninja. Looks yummy. Today we're gonna make pizza dough using the Ninja processor. We're gonna be using the dough blender. It's the harder plastic one that you have, not the dicing one. Use the dough blade. So we're gonna just put that in. Now in this recipe, we're gonna be using 2 cups of flour, teaspoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, about 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use canola oil or vegetable oil. You can put any kind of You can put any kind of herbs that you like into your bread mix. You don't need to. I'm just going to be putting a little bit of bruschetta mix in mine. You can also use like a pizza spice if you have. This is just to give it a little bit of a herby flavor. I just gave a few pinches of that. You can do anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. Then we're going to put in, I have a cup of water. I'm going to add that in. And then I'm just going to use the quick rise yeast. And I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of that. Time to throw on your lid. Lock that down. And on your machine, you should have a dough button. So first turn it on and then just hit your dough button. And that's all it is. It automatically shut off for me. This is the type of, I have the, this is the model that I am using for a food processor on making my dough. So if you're interested, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just showing you how to make pizza dough in a food processor. So make sure to shut your machine off and then unplug it always. And let's check out our dough. And there's our dough inside. It's a little bit sticky, which is okay, because we're just going to knead it a little bit on the counter. If you don't want to do that, you can always just add a little bit more flour into the food processor. I'm just going to toss some flour down. To me, I like that. And we're gonna let it rise. So we're gonna put it on a baking sheet. And a little bit more flour. There we go. It's nice. So I'm just gonna take 2 pans. These are just 2 smaller pans. I ended up getting these off of Epicure. There is a video that you can check out if you want to find out the size of these pans, and it was basically me just unboxing, like an unboxing video. We are going to get a little bit of butter. Just gonna oil both my pans a little bit. Just using my hand because I'm going to be working with the dough anyways. Doesn't have to be perfect because the dough is going to be pushed around anyways. Separate my dough. Usually you let your pizza dough rise, but if you're a little lazier, I just let it rise right in the pan. And then once it's risen, then you can just throw your ingredients on it and bake it, and you've got yourself a pizza. So I'm just kind of flattening out a little. Now I got this tool from Pampered Chef. It's amazing. I bought it years ago. So it's a great, just a great roller. This is a bigger, flatter end, and this one kind of has like a curve for the edges. Also, when we add the herbs in, it makes the pizza dough look so much yummier because it gives it some color. You can use any pan really to create your pizza. I do have pizza pans. You can use bigger pans. Just depends what you want to do. Doesn't have to be perfect either. So this one is meant for like more like just getting into corners on that side. Yeah, it's probably pretty good for that one. Let's do this one. Now just throw a towel over top and let it rise. Okay, time to chop up some carrots. So we're gonna put this into the blender first. And then we're gonna make sure that this side is up so that we're using this blade. So we're gonna put it in the machine like that. Just like that. Put the top on. Make sure it locks on. And then we're gonna feed the carrots through the carrot hole, which is a round hole. So, and there's our pusher. So here's some carrots that we're going to blend up. It's all in there. We're gonna power on. We're gonna start dicing. So we're gonna hit the dice. Spinning. So I stopped it. We're gonna put the power off. Let's check inside what it looks like. Make sure to unplug it. Take the disc off. And that's what our carrots look like. Now, unfortunately, with this machine, we can't adjust the blade. There's another model that you can adjust it. But those are our carrots. I do like how it has the carrot hole because nothing really fell over to the side and they're all like sliced. Where if you didn't have that, it would fall over and you'd get like a side cut carrot. And to do potatoes, I'm going to use the biggest slot. This one would be good for like cucumbers. I don't have a cucumber right now. Or if you chop your potato in half, then there's this slot that's larger to disc them up. So we're going to start. And like that, the pizza is done. I just let the crust rise for about an hour and a half and then topped it up with whatever you put on it. Cheese and meat and mushrooms and whatever. Easy way to make bread dough. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video of this Ninja food processor, making and showing how this machine works by chopping, doing the dough, puree, and dicing. So give this video a like as it does help out my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe for all new videos. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!